All right. Okay, we're gonna start footwork, heels on, parallel, 4 to 5 inches. We'll start to press out, bicep curl. You all know this one. Take a big inhale through the nose as you press out. Heavy exhale through the mouth as you resist back in. Straightening the legs all the way. We'll flex the toes back towards the nose. Pushing through the center of the heel as you find that full extension. Big inhales, full exhales. Just enjoy the spring and the reformer. All right, next time you come in halfway, we're gonna start to pulse up an inch and down an inch, but I want you to bring one leg up to tabletop. Now we're gonna continue to pulse single leg for 15 seconds, and then we'll switch. This is gonna get you a little deeper into your quad and the top part of the thigh. Weights are optional. You can place those down at any point. Now we're gonna switch legs. Continue with that pulse. Up an inch, down an inch. Tailbone's gonna stay nice and heavy as we maintain neutral through the pelvis and the spine. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it out. Come all the way in. Arches on. Legs squeeze together. Elbow taps. Press out. Punch up. Bring it in. Tap it down. So we have toes, ankles, knees all adducted, squeezing in together. Relax your toes. You're in a prehensile type of foot position. That means your foot is wrapping. Knees are squeezing. Continuing with that big inhale, full exhale. My breath is a suggestion, so if you're doing the opposite, that's perfectly fine. With each inhale, I want you to think about filling your whole body with air. And then with each exhale, start to brace your abdominals, bringing some awareness into your core. Think about drawing your navel toward your spine. Pelvic floor lifts with that exhale. It's all connected to the breath. Awesome. We'll do one more here. Come all the way in. Pick one leg up to tabletop. Press out one time. Come back in and then switch. We're doing a single leg march. I'm kind of switching up the variations on you just to give you some ideas and inspiration for your classes. So we'll see if we can do something different for each round. You can continue with those elbow taps if you choose. You can always hold the weights over shoulders or just rest them down fully. About 10 more seconds here. Gaze is up, chin is back away from the chest slightly. So that natural curvature through the cervical spine. Go ahead and do one more on each leg. And then we'll come all the way in. Take the toes on. Pilates V, skull crushers. Dumbbells start right by the head. So we have heels together, toes apart. All 10 toes on that foot bar. Dumbbells start right by the ears. Elbows point to the ceiling. Every time you push out, we zip the inner thighs up. And when you come back in, the knees open. So now we're working with an external rotation at the hip, very similar to our little froggy or plie. Again, we want to make sure we're keeping even pressure across the ball of the foot from big toe to baby toe, from right to left. Almost there. Now, next time you press out, hold. We're going to do 8 calf raises. Lower your heels, lift your heels 8 times. You count. Once you've done 8, you're going to bend the knees and come all the way back in. Arms are optional. Then press all the way out. We're going to do a drop set. You're going to do 7 calf raises. Lower lift 7 times. And then after 7, bend the knees, come in, reset for a second. And we'll press back out for 6 calf raises. So you guys got the idea? We're going to work our way down to 1. The quicker you do it, the quicker it's over. BT dubs. What are you on, Kaylee? What are you on? What number? 4? Okay. She got the message. I know. Good. No worries. If you finish early, I have something for you to do. If you finish late, no worries. You just finish your reps. Should we work back up to 8? No? Okay. If you're done, bring your heels wide, sumo squat, chest press. If you're not done, finish. But if you're done early, you just get extra rounds in sumo. Woo! How's that drop set for you? Okay? It's spicy? We like it. Huh? Your toes are hurting? Oh. Oh. Balls of the feet. All right. We all in sumo? Okay, 30 seconds. Continue with those full breaths in and out. Shoulders are gliding down the back. Collarbone is nice and wide. You want to think about softening down through your rib cage on the mat. So the sternum, the ribs are pressing in contact with the carriage. There should be a little space in the low back. And then can we go a little faster with this round? In and out. Just a little. This is your warm-ups. You want to get those muscles nice and warm for the workout. All right, now next time you come in, we're gonna hold it just for a second, turn your knees in, squeeze your knees together, and then pulse here. Try to keep your knees connected. So you're squeezing that little VMO muscle, that medial quadricep. It's gonna get a little deeper into that inner quad. So it should start to burn a bit more there. Now see if you can keep tailbone down. You all know your arm options. And then relax the toes. 10 more seconds. Squeeze it a little harder, like you're holding a dime between your knees. 3, 2, 1. Press out. Come back in. Find turnout. Drop down onto toes. Hug a tree. Keep the feet wide. Press out. We hug a big beach ball over the chest. Come back in. Arms open, wide to the side. Heels are lifted. Full extension through the whole body as you press out. Shoulder blocks are there to help with posture, decompressing the spine. If you feel a lot of pressure on the shoulder blocks, try to keep the tailbone a little heavier. I find that takes a little pressure away from the shoulder blocks. All right, one more, and then we're gonna come all the way in, extend your legs up to the ceiling, and then we're gonna crunch up, punch opposite weight to ankle, and then switch. So opposite hand to ankle, we're getting in a little round of core. You can point or flex through the feet. Just try to straighten the legs as much as possible. That's it. A little faster. For 3, 2, 1. Relax everything down. Toes on, right in the middle. Press out once, and we'll do some calf raises with a hammer curl. Drop both heels under that foot bar. Enjoy the stretch. Lift up on tippy toes. Hammer curl those weights toward your shoulders. Lower both heels and lift. Legs stay straight. Every time you lift the heels, squeeze the glutes. And then every time you lower, relax fully into the stretch. Make this the last one. Lift and hold. Little pulses up in the calf raise. Tiny pulse where you lift and lift higher. And then start your prance, alternating those arms. Dipping one heel under, opposite knee points up toward the ceiling, and switch. You can always add a double pulse. You can take this slow for more stretch, fast for more burn. 15 seconds or so here. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot massage, stomping up and down on the foot bar, walking through your arch to your heel, back through the arch to the balls of the feet. Stomping out any tension or tightness you may find in the bottom of the feet. All right, when you're ready, bring the carriage in, reach the legs over, roll out your calf muscles using that foot bar from knee to ankle. Swaying on any little special knots or tight spots you find here. All right, keep legs over, foot bar, keep weights, bring them close to your chest. Good. Okay, now we're gonna do roll-ups or sit-ups essentially here, but I wanna load your core. So from here, we're gonna exhale, use momentum and force to come up to your seated position and then roll back down. Good. Try to keep the weights close to your body. That'll bias your abdominals. Holding the weights away from the body biases the shoulders. Now, next time you roll up, reach the weights to the ceiling, overhead press, bring them down, and then roll back down. So we're going to do one roll up, one overhead press. Articulate down. Good. Hovering the legs off the foot bar is going to challenge balance in your teaser position. That's always an option to progress. Next time you roll up, we're going to stay at the top. Keep the weights close to the body. Russian twist. Bring the weights to your right hip and then left hip. You want to lean back just a little bit, right at that point of challenge. And I want you to go just a little faster for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can sit all the way up. Slide your weights underneath your reformer so they're out of the way. One red spring, and then we'll step off the reformer toward the parking lot or the front door and find your eaves lunge. So one red, hopefully we'll stay on this one red for the rest of class. All right, so eaves lunge, one foot's under the foot bar, other foot against shoulder block. Very good. Enjoy this stretch here, opening up your hip flexor. Now can you squeeze your glute, press your pubic bone forward to help release that psoas just a bit more. Shoulders are down. Okay, now hands start to come to foot bar. Lift your knee up off the bed so we find an athletic lunge stance. We're doing flying planks, yes. So we're gonna start to come up into our flying plank, sweep our leg back, swing the foot forward, land and lunge. Good. We come up to plank. Plank principles apply. So the shoulders are wide on the back. That back leg is straight. Squeeze your glute, engage the quad. Can you hold it just for a moment in that plank before you bring the foot forward? Okay, now we're gonna take it to flamingo. So you're gonna tuck your knee toward your nose and then land. But I wanna get a little bit of a twist in. So bring your knee to your opposite elbow and then land. Just wanna get those obliques fired up and working. Get your heart rate going. About 15 more seconds. This was a 60-second round. Challenge endurance, get the heart pumping just a bit. Last 10. Woo. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Land, rest your knee down, roll back onto the heel for a front split stretch. You can press out as far as possible. I like a little bit of a spinal extension, like a little back bend when you do this. You should feel a bigger stretch in the hamstring. Go ahead and bring it in, face toward your reformer and side splits. So you're gonna press out, one hand goes on the mat, other hand to the frame across. And then in the side split, do a little bit of a back bend again and lean back for a deeper stretch. You should feel that more in the inner thighs and hamstrings. Big inhale, big exhale. All right, go ahead and come all the way in. Now we're gonna come onto the knees, hands on foot bar, feet against shoulder blocks before we do the other side. Okay, so just think modified long stretch basically here. So press your knees out, press your arms out as far as possible, and then bring it all back in. So it's a plank, modified plank essentially. Good. Now the progression would be to come up to full plank, of course. Press out as far as possible, drag it in, squeeze the glutes, tighten the core. If you're coming to full plank, I kind of like to walk my feet to the middle of the mat just to give you a little more tension while staying on this one red. That was the objective. Now, there's going to be one more progression. Next time you come in, give me one push-up. It could be on the knees or full, and then press out, long stretch, bring it in, push up. Very good. You got 20 more seconds of work, and then we're stepping off and stretching on the other side. Nice push-up, Juliet. Woo. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll step off toward the back of the studio. Eve's lunge to recover. Foot down, knee down, elbows can come down. Enjoy. Big breath in. Exhale it out. Okay, we know what's coming up next. Lift the knee, hands come up onto foot bar, athletic lunge stance, that's your start position. Then we start to bring ourselves up to flying planks, sweep leg back, swing foot forward, land in your lunge. I'll let you know when we go into flamingo and twist. If you can pause, stick that plank before you swing your foot forward. And make sure you get your foot almost all the way under that foot bar. Sometimes with these traveling planks, these flying planks, our foot starts to travel back. All right, add that flamingo in. So we're gonna flex, tuck, pull that knee in, and then we can start to add in that little bit of a twist to get those obliques working. So knee to opposite elbow. 15 more seconds of work, and then we're going to stretch. Are we feeling warm? Yes. All right, I know. We got the AC on too, so I can always turn a fan on as well. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Knee down, front split stretch. Press it out as far as your flexibility will allow. Little bit of a spinal extension here. And hopefully you feel somewhat of a deeper stretch through that hamstring. All right, now bring it in, face toward reformer, side splits. You'll press out, one hand to mat, other hand to frame across. Little back bend, lean back. Breathe. Okay, when you're ready, we're gonna come all the way in. We're coming onto all fours facing the mirror. You wanna make sure your feet are flexed off the back side of the carriage. And then I like hands off the shoulder blocks or on the mat. Now grab your strap closer toward the front of the studio. That big loop is going over that foot, just to keep us all on the same side. Yes. Okay, now your other knee needs to come a little more to the center of the bed. Hands are down. Hang that leg straight down toward the floor. We're starting with an arabesque sweep. So you're going to sweep that leg straight back and up and lower it straight down toward the floor. We need to abduct that leg slightly, otherwise you just kick the floor. Elbows can always come down to shoulder blocks if you need. Spine is long, shoulders are anchored, gaze is straight down. Okay. Everyone happy? Head stays up in line with spine. There's a moment of pause. Every time you lift that leg, squeeze your glute. And then almost reluctantly, that leg comes back down toward the floor. Woo! Almost there. Lift and hold it. Now we're going to bend the knee in toward the elbow. Press that leg back out toward the foot bar. Externally rotate. You've got this. And we're only doing 2 rounds. I know that red is beefy, but elbows can come down at any point if you need it. You're already halfway. 15 more seconds. Last 10. Try to get a couple more reps in. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knee down, but try to keep your foot in the strap. You're going to lay on your side facing this way. Elbow comes down. And you want to make sure your hips are down and back toward the edge of the reformer. And then start your bend and press again here. So you'll bend the knee in, press your foot to foot bar. Yes. Huh? Oh, Anula. That was funny. Yeah. Good. So side plank principles apply here. You want to think shoulders down, shoulder directly over elbow. Yes, we can always modify by coming down and holding the head. We're not modifying. Stay lifted up through your waistline. Almost there, 10 seconds. There's going to be one more thing. We can do it. Just the leg sweep. Next time you press the foot bar, hold. Sweep foot forward, deadlift style, sweep foot back. Try and keep your foot up in line with foot bar. So there is a bit of abduction happening at the hip where you're going to feel a little more glute medius. And we want to stretch the hamstring when we go forward. Almost think about keeping a back bend a little bit, a little spinal extension. You'll feel your hamstring more when you do that. As the leg goes forward, tailbone reaches to foot bar. Yeah, 6 seconds. Woo. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee in. You might want to take the strap off the foot for a second. We're going to flip onto our back. And the strap goes over the same foot. Keep the strap. Yes. So it's opposite foot. I know. Trust the madness. You did it with the strap on the foot. Yes. Now give me some little froggies. Both feet. Strap over opposite foot. It's going to just challenge your balance a little bit. Your stability through your pelvis. Okay. Now, can we crunch up? Lift up through the head, neck, and shoulders. And I like to bring other hand behind the head. Yeah, the rope might rub that one arm, but if it doesn't, you can go both. Now, with the head lifted, you have a better visual. You want to try to keep yourself centered right over the middle of the foot bar. That's it. That strap is pulling you in the opposite direction, so you're almost fighting that, which is just going to work deeper through your core. We can always bring head down at any point. That was that foundation, that starting point. All right, now next time you press out, hold. We're going to take it to leg scissors. One leg goes straight up, one leg goes straight down, and switch. Now to get a better range of motion with the foot that's in the strap, your foot that's not in the strap, your free leg, is just going to hover over the foot bar when it goes down. Now you want to try to keep your legs as straight as possible. We can point the toes, almost fighting that strap as it's pulling you in the opposite direction. 10 more seconds. Now, next time your strap leg comes up to the ceiling, rest your free foot on the foot bar. We're going to stretch, pull down on that rope, hold it. Now, your free foot, can you take it to the floor on the outside of the reformer? Kind of giving Z stretch vibes a little bit. And then we can bring your strap foot out to the side for an inner thigh stretch. Now, if that's too much of a stretch, your foot can always come back up to foot bar. Big inhale. Exhale. Pull cross leg over body, outer thigh, IT band glute. Trying to keep that leg as straight as possible. Breathe into it and out. Now we're going to find a figure 4. There's going to be 2 ways. So figure 4 your legs one way and then we'll do it the other way. Yeah, and you can kind of pull that leg in if you'd like. We can always crunch up. Breathe into it. Breathe out. And then switch your figure 4. Good. And you can let me know which one you liked better. They're both a little bit different. Yeah. All right. Now foot will come out of the strap, feet find foot bar, but we're going to keep that strap in your hand that's closer toward the parking lot. So no opposite strap with this. Small strap in hand. Other arm is down by your side. That arm reaches to the ceiling. Legs come to table. We're going to get the upper body going. So you're going to press straight arm down. Resist straight arm back up. Long straps a little bit lighter. I know we're on that red spring. This is base level foundation. Option to add a crunch, holding in the crunch and bringing your other hand behind your head. That's going to be your progression. Now, next step is going to be to extend opposite leg out as arm goes down. Pull the knee in as arm comes up. There's one more level, two more levels to this. Next one's going to be double leg reach, out and in both legs. If your head is lifted, you want to try to keep your feet straight over the middle of that foot bar. Okay, final challenge is going to be to hold the legs out, stay in the crunch as the arm goes up and down. Isometric hold. It's going to put the most demand on your core. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, feet down. Whew. Tricep press. Up next, elbow down, tabletop. Bend and extend. Elbow stays glued down toward the mat, tucked in tight toward your side, toward your t-shirt. Progressions are all the same. We can crunch up. We can extend opposite leg. We can extend both legs. This round's only 30 seconds. Last one. Relax the feet. That first round was 60. Okay, keep strap. Small strap preferably. Reach arm up to the ceiling. Both hands come into the one strap. We're going to overlap the hands. Doesn't matter which one's on top. Now legs come to tabletop, but you want to kind of offset them toward the back of the studio since we have the strap that's toward the front of the studio. Now, a couple of things happen. I want you to think 100 vibes. You're going to press the strap to your right hip, crunch up, extend your legs out, and then bring everything back in. We're going to stay on the side. You're going toward the front of the studio, toward the front door. Yep. That's it. Good. I would say right and left, but that's irrelevant right now. But the legs are kind of going toward the back of the studio, if you will. Hitting those obliques again, working the core. Last one. Quick rest. One more round. It'll be double leg stretch style. So essentially we're going to reverse it. Okay. So I want you to start legs and table, hands going down toward that same hip, crunch up. That's your start position. Keep the head lifted as arms go up, legs reach out. As you press down, tuck the knees in, little ball, double leg stretch. Hands go up, legs reach out in opposition. Exhale, pull it back in. Very good. We're on that diagonal. You have 10 more seconds to go. Can we take those legs a little lower just to hover over that foot bar? 3, 2, 1. Relax. Whew. Hang up the strap. I forgot what we did. I know, I'm just kidding. Ooh, are we okay? Yeah. Let's go ahead, sit up. We're going to take a child's pose facing the mirror. What happened over here? Oh, you know what? It was this. It got stuck under here. All right, child's pose. Reset for just a second. Grab a sip of water if you need. Ooh. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. Yes, fix your hair. All right, you ready? We got a lather, rinse, repeat. I couldn't have washed my hair last night. Hey, we're doing this. You're welcome. All right, now we're going to grab the strap on the other side. And then we need to set it up, foot and strap to start. You want to make sure you're set up for success so that knee, the supporting knee, is on the bed, kind of toward the middle of the mat. And then arabesque. Once you're in there, we're going to reach that foot down toward the floor, sweep it straight back and up. Now remember, we only have 2 rounds of this, then we're on our side. We have 2 rounds on the side. You've got this. Your legs are strong. Elbows can always come down onto shoulder blocks or the mat. Every time you lift that leg, squeeze your glute. There's a moment of pause where we also reach. So think about length from the top of the head to the toes. Elongating. Can you grow a little taller as you stand in that strap? Halfway. And then we have bend and press in about 10 seconds. Next time you lift that leg, hold. We bend the knee in toward the elbow. Press that heel back out and up toward the foot bar. Now I like a little bit of an external rotation here to bias the glute. So can you lift that knee out to the side slightly? That's it. That glute max works best in external and extension, so lifting. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee comes down. Extra credit if you can flip on your side with foot and strap. Make sure you scoot your butt down and back toward the corner edge of the reformer, and then bend and press. We're not there yet, Juliet. She was ready for it. You're on your side. But now you get 2 extra credits. You're also ready for it? Totally forgot about this part. Good. I like to aim right toward like the top of that foot bar as you press. And then check that form, check your posture again. Shoulders are down. Think crown of head reaching toward the mirror like someone's pulling your ponytail. Make this your last one. Press and hold. Sweep foot forward. Sweep it back. Final 30 seconds of work right here. Keep that foot up in line with the foot bar best you can. And then remember, we talked about a little bit of spinal extension here, like a little bit of a back bend, and you'll feel a bigger stretch in the hamstring. So I kind of like to think deadlift, like when you're at the gym and you're doing deadlifts, you're keeping your spine long, abs tucked in, finding the stretch in the hamstring. Almost there. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Extra credit if you flip on your back with foot and strap. Or, it's kind of awkward. You can take it out, put it back in. The challenge was accepted. And little froggies. Little froggies once you're in. So if you teach that to your clients, it'll be different. All right. This is base level, your foundation. Feel free to add a crunch up for that visual. 1 or 2 hands can come behind the head. If we're in crunch, I want you to super glue your heels together like you have $30 million between your heels. No, 300 million. That's enough. Yeah, 30 million was what? $5? How about a dirty martini? That'll do. All right, we take it to scissors, big scissors. You know the drill. 1 leg up, ghost leg stays at a hover. In the crunch or resting. I want you to see if you can keep that tailbone, pelvis nice and heavy, stable-ish. We're almost to the stretches. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Your free leg can find the foot bar. Pull on your strap. That was everything, right? Minus the hand and strap. You would let me know if I forgot something. That's it? Okay. Now, free foot can go to the floor for those Z stretch vibes. And then your strap leg can go out to the side, inner thigh, stretch, flex your toes back. Big breath in, breathe into it. And exhale. Cross leg over body, outer thigh, IT band glute. Continue to pull those toes back towards the nose. And then we find figure four one way. First way, whatever that is for you, pull that knee in or just let the strap stretch for you. Breathe into it and out. And then switch that figure four. Big breath in and out. All right, foot comes out, feet find foot bar, hand in strap. And it's the hand closer toward the back of the studio. Small strap, long strap is lighter. Legs come to table, arm presses down. We start with that straight lat pull down and up. Find that centered position through your body. Always resisting the strap back up. We always want to think about keeping that strap nice and heavy in the hand, both directions. If you know your progressions, please take them. We can add the crunch. I like the free hand behind the head to support the neck. We can add an opposite leg reach as the arm goes down. Tuck the knee in as the hand comes up. Or both legs reach out. Think 100 style with that. Now the challenge is going to be to hold those legs out over the foot bar or under the foot bar. More demand on the core. Yes, the foot bar is not an obstacle. We just go underneath. 5 seconds to go. That was a 60-second round. 3, 2, 1. We rest really quick. Feet down, arm up. Take a beat. And then triceps are next. Let's get it over with. Elbows down, legs in table, straighten and bend. Keep the elbow down on the mat, tucked in tight. All of your progressions are the same. This is only a 30-second round, so it goes faster. Crunch, leg gestures. Get fancy with it. Final 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Both hands in one strap, probably the small strap, since we have a little more power. Legs come to table, but offset them toward the front door just a bit. Now, first round 100 style. Press both hands down to the outside of the hip. Crunch up, extend your legs out. Hands come up, head comes down, knees pull in. Good. Feeling that oblique connection, that little cinch of rib to hip every time you press. That's it. Almost there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, rest the feet. Last round, double leg stretch style. Okay. Whew. So we want to start in that little ball position. And then as the hands come up, the legs extend out in opposition. We press hands to hip. Yeah, letting you press your hands down. Yes. Now arms up like that. You got it. Can we hold the crunch the entire time? Last 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and relax. Hang up that strap. Whew. Okay, let's bring those heels wide on the foot bar. And then instead of grabbing your shoulder blocks, can you grab the bottom of the white frame on the outside? Tip your knees to the right, look to the left. Breathe in. We'll take the knees the other way. Now, at this point, do we feel like we need anything in particular to offset any of that? No? Oh, request for practice? Oh, stay where you're at. Stay where you're at. Grab your straps. Yes. Yes, we're on one red. Stay there. Trust me. This won't be like the whole final thing. That's okay. All right. So feet in straps. It is a light red spring. Start to lower the legs and lift. So it is a little more abdominal focus. That goes between your ankles. Down and up. Just enjoy. Open, close. Oh, yes. Who said, oh, no? I have a gift for you. Girl, I know. Beep. This is just your reset round. There you go, ma'am. I'm almost there. You got a firm ball? All right. So scooch an inch away from your shoulder blocks. Continue lower lifting the legs. And then crunch up and bring your hands behind your head and continue to lower the legs. Lift. You can scooch back a little bit. That's okay. That. Oh, don't be sorry. Now, next time you lift your legs, can you lift your hips? A little reverse crunch. Lower the legs, lower the hips. Woo. Elbows are wide here. Neck is supported. Next time your legs go down, we're going to hold it. Reach the arms forward. Start to pump into your 100. Squeezing into that ball. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Arms are locked straight. The pump is about 6 to 8 inches. We're in that crunch. Chin is slightly away from chest. We squeeze into that ball just a little bit more. Now, as you inhale, bend your knees in for that 5 count. As you exhale, press your legs back out for 5 counts. Continuing to pump. Almost there. That's it. Next time you press your legs out, hold. Rest your head, rest your arms. Continue to bend and press. Squeezing into that ball. Now, next time you bend your knees in, we'll do a little reverse crunch right here. Bend your knees in, lift your hips, lower and press it back out. Squeeze that ball every time you bring those hips up. All right, last one. We'll bend the knees in, hold them in, relax. You laughing at your back? I was just not going to say anything. All right, go ahead and take that ball out. We'll tuck it down on the floor. We'll hang up those straps really quick right here. That was just a little bonus at the end because now I think feet in straps is up. Yeah? Okay, we'll add a spring though. Let's add a spring. Add a red really quick. It's a race. Who can get there first? Double feet in. Boom. I knew it was going to be you. Both tie. It was a tie. Up and down. Up and down once you're in. Catherine lost her strap. Doesn't count. Up and down. You guys already know your springs. I didn't have to say anything. Oh. Can't switch that. I'll turn the lights off for you. Now start to play around with your toes. Turn them in. Play around with your toes. Turn them out. Ooh, do we have that ball handy? Let's grab the ball. They do. We'll put it between your ankles. It's right there. It's under. And continue up and down. Let's stay parallel. Lift and lower. Now, next time your legs come up to the ceiling, stop for a second. Squeeze that ball 3 times. Lower the legs down to the foot bar. Hold it there. Squeeze 3 times. We'll come up. 3 squeezes. Down. 3 squeezes. And it's more like a squeeze and squeeze harder. Now, next time you press your legs down halfway, hold it there. Bend your knees into a tabletop. Extend your legs up to the ceiling. Sweep your legs down. Bend it in. Extend up. Sweep down. We're thinking water wheel, semicircle vibes. Now, the ball, not only is it turning our inner thigh muscles on, it's giving us feedback on balance. So the goal is to keep the ball as steady, as stable as possible. And then if anybody drops it, 10 push-ups for everybody. And that accumulates. All right, next time you're down halfway, pause, reverse, lift up, bend the knees in, press the legs to foot bar. Can we bring the gaze back behind us just slightly so the chin comes away from chest, so we have that better alignment through the neck. Now, next time you press the legs out toward the foot bar, hold. Find your turnout. We're going to lift the legs up, lower the legs down. One little froggy, bend in, press back to foot bar. Lift legs to the ceiling, lower back down toward the foot bar, bend it in, press it out. So we're alternating instead of the water wheel. You're close. Are you over it? Just about. Just about. Don't worry, I have one more thing. Now, next time your legs come up to the ceiling, stop right there. Let's stay in that little bit of a turnout, and I want you to think modified corkscrew vibes. So bring your legs to the right. You're going to circle down toward the foot bar, come up on the left side, and then I want you to stop with the legs reaching up to the ceiling. And then we'll just reverse it. So you're going to go to the left, circle down toward the foot bar, come up through the right side. Now, as you take the legs one way, the opposite hip does lift. So permission to move the pelvis. Continue squeezing in. You're so close. Now, next time those legs go down halfway, hold it there. Squeeze and squeeze on that ball. Little pulses. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees in. Take the ball out. Place it down. Happy baby. Happy baby really quick. Whew. That was awesome. Breathe. Okay, leg circles. Choose a direction, size, speed. It's big leg circles. Maybe start small, gradually make them bigger. Relax your arms down by your side. Start to relax your jaw, your forehead, wherever you were finding tension. Let those shoulders go. Next time your legs come up to the ceiling, pause for a beat and reverse it. Go the other way. Full breaths in, full breaths out. Next time your legs go down toward the foot bar, pause. Heels together, toes apart, Peter Pan. We'll bend a knee in, reach a leg out, push, pull back to the middle, and open the other way. Now open out to your Peter Pan, hold it. When you press back to the middle, I want most of the tension in the straight leg as you adduct it in. Let's say 95% so the strap doesn't fall off of the other foot. And then we'd continue to alternate, but your working leg is also going to alternate. With that straight leg being the emphasis, that's going to target inner thighs and hamstrings just a little bit. We still keep the pelvis relatively centered and stable. Now, once you've evened yourself out, continue Peter Pan, but most of the tension now in the bent leg as it presses out. So we've just switched the working leg. And that's going to give you more of a quadricep focus. Now even yourself out, one more each way. We'll finish with a short spine and then we'll stretch. Deal? Okay, so legs can reach out toward the center of the room. We start by lifting the legs up to the ceiling. Find your candlestick. Tuck the knees in toward the shoulders. Roll like a ball back down. Press the legs back out. I want you to focus on rolling down through the center of your back and focus on rolling up through the center of the back. Notice if you tend to favor one side a little more than the other. And then also when you're up in that inversion, I want you to look back behind you. So bring your chin away from your chest. Good. This is the last one. And then we'll all meet in our hamstring stretch. That's going to be straight legs up to the ceiling. You can pull down on those ropes. Back is flat. Legs are straight. Flex your toes toward your nose. Breathe into it. Big inhale. Big exhale. Open the legs out. Wide V. Straddle stretch. Continue to flex your toes back. Little rock side to side. Big inhale. And exhale. Happy baby. Tuck the knees in. Grab for your ankles or feet. I like to bring the elbows to the inside of the knee and slightly press those knees out. Big breath in here, breathing into the back and the hips. And big exhale. Down to butterfly, soles of the feet together, knees wide, feet go all the way down to the mat or spring. And if you like that cactus arm, we can bring the hands back, grab the bottom outside of that white frame. A little bit of a back bend, close the eyes. A few moments for breath. We'll take one more big inhale, fill the whole body up with air. One more big exhale, let it all go. All right, that is your class. Good work today.